Oh, Frosty!
Hold on to your seats because things just got real for Sean Diddy Combs. We're talking full-blown crisis mode, and the stakes? They've never been higher. It's a story that's shaking up the headlines, but this time, it's not about music. It's about survival. Diddy's aka Sean John Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilo, just dropped a bombshell that could change everything. If Diddy gets transferred to Gen Pop, his life could be in immediate danger. But why? You won't believe this. Multiple sources claim he's been targeted by inmates, and it's all because of shocking allegations of abuse against minors.
We made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility. And I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide to me, but everything's on the government's timetable, nothing's on the defendant's timetable, and they're going to have to accommodate me and him and give us a quick trial, and I'm going to be pushing for that. He's ready, he's focused. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective. I obviously would much prefer to fight this case with him out of jail, and we are going to try to bring that about through additional legal process. But wherever he is, his resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
This is the kind of story that makes you wonder. What happens when your world starts to unravel in the most unexpected way? Diddy's legal team is scrambling to get him out on bail after 3 failed attempts, including a staggering $50 million cash offer and a $70 million house for house arrest. The judge? Still not convinced, citing Diddy's alleged attempts to contact witnesses from prison. Prosecutors argue these calls were meant to pressure witnesses, while Diddy's team insists he had no intention of intimidation. Meanwhile, conditions inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn are breaking him. Diddy, known for a life of luxury, is reportedly crumbling under the harsh realities of prison life. Fellow inmates say he's not adapting well, mentally or physically, and rumors are swirling that he's requested to be placed back on suicide watch to stay in solitary confinement for protection.
There's really no deal that the U.S. Attorney's Office can offer, and it's certainly not one that Diddy will accept. It would involve decades in federal prison. We're talking about mandatory minimum sentences of 10 years for both the drug charges and the sex trafficking. So we know that Diddy has fought charges before. There were state charges, there were gun-related, the nightclub shooting with J-Lo, but he's going to dig in his heels, and this case is going to trial. So if you're prosecutors, you really want to make sure that your evidence is bulletproof before you go down that route.
In prison culture, there's no worse label than being associated with crimes against minors, and Diddy knows it. On the outside, the heat is intensifying. Diddy's legal team just confirmed the existence of 9 freak-off tapes, allegedly showing intimate encounters, though they insist these tapes prove his innocence. However, the tape's mere existence adds fuel to the fire of public speculation. Nearly 3 decades after the alleged incident, the drama surrounding Diddy takes a shocking turn. Cardello Smith has come forward, claiming that in 1997, Diddy assaulted him at a Holiday Inn in Detroit. But wait, it gets juicier. In a move that's sure to send shockwaves through Hollywood, the plaintiff is now bringing Jennifer Lopez into the mix. Why? Because of her past romance with Diddy. Cardello Smith insists she holds crucial information that could change everything she has been even dragged into the legal battle, named as a material witness in one of the lawsuits.
Going back to Cardello Smith's filing, his notice says that Jennifer Lynn Lopez, a.k.a. J-Lo, a.k.a. Jenny from the Block, quote, will be called as a material witness and expert to Sean Combs' viewing, possession, and distribution of his sexual assault upon the plaintiff in 1997 and the orders of defendant Sean Combs forcing Jennifer Lopez to remain silent about the videotaped sexual assault of plaintiff by defendant. Plaintiff states that the material witness Jennifer Lynn Lopez, also known as J-Lo and Jenny from the Block, was engaged in a relationship with the defendant Sean Combs during 1999 and 2001, and that the sexual assault of the plaintiff was recorded, distributed, and held by the defendant at his New York residence and recording studio. And during the relationship with Jennifer Lopez, she was made privy to this video that was taken by Sean Combs and his employee Kirk Burrows. She, J-Lo, has known this video existed and was in existence and took no action to make it known to anyone in law enforcement, and that she was even questioned by New York Police Detective Derek Palmer about this matter, and that the report will show that her answers to this tape was and still remains a resounding yes to its existence.
Behind bars, he's dealing with panic attacks and constant fear of being attacked. Outside, his reputation is in tatters, and his close associates are being pulled into the fallout. To make matters worse, his co-conspirators are also being named in lawsuits and could face prison time alongside him. The walls of Diddy's mansion may have held more secrets than anyone could imagine. In a shocking twist, officers involved in the recent raid have spoken out, and their words are nothing short of explosive. One officer, while holding back on specifics, hinted that what they uncovered goes far beyond anyone's wildest expectations. Baby oil? Sex tapes? That's just scratching the surface. According to authorities, there's enough evidence from the raid to not only justify Diddy's pretrial detention, but to potentially unravel his empire entirely. With a case this high profile, the question isn't if this will shake Hollywood, but just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
I'm at a point in my life, like, we all grew up in the streets, and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time.
Diddy's trial is set for May 2025, but the drama is unfolding now. Can his legal team turn the tide, or is Diddy facing a losing battle on all fronts? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. Stay tuned for updates as this saga continues to unravel.